Okay, here we go on now what is video number 3, and this one goes to Robin. And Robin, you need to work a little bit on your flow. Center yourself in your camera shot. If you're over here, you got too much other stuff. Center yourself, get the shot lined up properly. Uh, Use your speaker outline to stay on topic as you speak. You seem to get lost in your own speech where you're going along, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what do I do next? Oh, I'm lost and stuff like that. Watch the and us, and then we're going to try this, and then, and I can't tell, but it looks like you may be sitting. Never, but never, but never, remember that speech, unless you have an ADA reason, sit while giving a speech. And it looks like, because of the way your arms are and what I can see, it looks like at one point you reach back to scratch yourself. That is something you just never do. You got to learn that if something's happening while you're speaking, that you kind of learn to ignore it. You're being too casual if while you're speaking you start to scratch or rub your nose or anything like that. You're talking to someone off camera. You're doing this. How much time do I have? And then you come back and do the speech. Never, but never do that either. You want to know where you're going. You need to get more light on your face. And, oh, by the way, you're one of those who submitted your speech under someone else's name in the submission. So Keith Klein has a column, and you have a column. Never but never put your speech in Keith Klein's column. The two of you changed who you were in the speech you submitted, so you want to be really careful about that. The outline was all right. You could work a little bit more on that. Your speaking outline was the same kind of situation. You met the audience requirement. The assignment was submitted on time. You want to work a little bit on communicating enthusiasm when you're giving a speech. You never want to be down when you're giving a speech, because if you're not really excited or enthusiastic about giving a speech, then no one in your audience is going to be either. That's why you want to remember, hey, man, I'm up. I did a lot of television work, and I got to tell you, no matter how bad I felt, being on is kind of like a drug, and the adrenaline gets flowing, and you automatically kind of come out of the funk, and you want to do that. You want to get psyched up for the speech as you give it. Basically, that's it. Be real careful how you submit your speeches. Next up is blue. Blue, you're not going to know who you are, because if it's a color, that means you haven't given me a fantasy name. Do not shoot into a window. And as I previously have said, never but never sit while speaking. Don't rock in a chair. There's a lot of background noise, not enough light on your face. There's a lot of audio distortion that starts about 2 minutes and 28 seconds in. You have no audience. When you give a speech, this is for everybody, not just you. You want to start strong. You want to come on and, like the coach at halftime. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to win. Not quite, I'm exaggerating, obviously, but be strong when you start. The same thing at the end. Finish strong. You don't, at the end, and so that's my speech. What? Come on, finish strong. Finish strong, start strong. You're doing a speech. It's not something that you need to really apologize for while you're doing it. Remember, I have said on a number of occasions, our role is not to turn you into a keynote speaker at some big national meeting. We only want you to feel comfortable if you have to go to a city or a county council meeting on behalf of yourself, or a school board meeting on behalf of your child. Just comfortable. But you've got to work at this a little bit too to make it happen. All right. One other quick point is it mentions in the instructions that you should dress for your speeches. Make sure that you dress properly and that you look a little nicer. For that reason, I would not do my speeches ever in a sweatshirt or a hoodie or wearing a Colts jersey. I would dress up a little bit and make yourself look nice for what you're doing. It's going to also attract your audience a little more. Next up, lone wolf. Dark pictures, hard to see your face and judge your eye contact. Get light on your face. Work on your flow. Work on being conversational. Speak to me, not at me. You're not just up there giving a bunch of words to the camera and that kind of stuff. You're talking to me. You know, how you would do with a friend. Get more light on your face. Work on your timing. This speech was way, way too short, and it'll affect your grades mightily. You have got to time your speech and know how long it lasts. Next up is butterfly. Butterfly, you had good lighting. Never start your speech with, all right, I want to start off. You know, that's not a good way to start a speech. You have a nice style. You also have a very good appearance. Watch that hair flip that we talked about. It's extremely annoying. Use the word kids' future. Kids'? My kid's future, not kids'. Be careful of inventing words. Watch your sign. Don't ever start a speech by saying, today I'm going to be talking about, you know, if you sound bored and you look bored, then your audience isn't going to pay any attention to you either. Only show your audience at the start of the speech. Remember that hair flips thing. You prepared your audience pretty good for the ending. You have a lot of strong points in what you do. You introduced the topic clearly. Your main points were clear. Your organization was good. Your outline is kind of all right. You might work on that a little bit. You met the assignment. Your speech was completed on time. Just a tad long, though. If you want to watch that, I'm going to give it to you this time. Articulation is good. Pauses are good. Vocal variety is good. So nice job overall on what you did. Next up is Manning. Decent voice, good style. You've got some nice things going for you in this speech. Fix the camera shot. Read what it's supposed to be. An inch or two above the head. Bust line here. And get the camera closer. Don't show a lot of garbage in the background, etc., etc. Noise on the camera. There's a little audio distortion. Stand still when you speak. You're a decent storyteller. Work on that. Watch using for. You know, it's not F-E-R or F-U-R. It's F-O-R. That's a Hoosierism. Watch the tisk. Only show the audience at the beginning. Look right into the camera when you speak. Don't look a little bit above. People can tell that. And don't look a little bit to the side. Look right into the camera when you speak. That's me. That's where I am. That's who I want you talking to. All right. We have a few more to do. We're going to pause now and